What is going on, people? Welcome back to MFTV. It's been a long time, I know, but guess what? Another 1-2 in the bag. Free Peat 1-2. And I'm here to celebrate that with you all. And of course, with my co-host, Mahad from the Pit Stop Fracker. What's going on, brother?
We're the best team in Formula One, guys.
Drink that.
It's official, man.
Drink
3
that.
1-2s in a row.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's going to be plenty more for the rest of the season. So, yeah, life is good.
Do you think, do we think that the 2023 Red Bull season is actually going to get a bit of competition?
You know what? Yeah, the only thing is the Red Bull season, they only dropped 1 win to Sainz. And then the rest of the year was those lot. It was Perez and Verstappen. So unfortunately, I don't think we can match them in terms of amount of wins in a season, in terms of percentage.
Yeah.
Or just in terms of number of wins. But in terms of domination,
yeah,
in terms of points in the season, we're well on our way.
Well on our way, yeah. I mean, what I'd like to know is, of course, before we get into the nitty-gritty of it all, it was a sprint weekend, so there's a lot to discuss. But I would love to know what your headline is from this weekend.
It's gonna be the headline is it's gonna be tough for Lando to win the championship. That's my headline.
Okay.
Actually, no, the headline, let's be more succinct. Chasing is hard.
Chasing is hard.
Because when you're behind, as we saw last year in the championship as well, with Max Verstappen, when you're behind, you're not allowed to make a mistake.
Very true, yeah. You
if
can't.
You're behind in the championship and you're trying to chase somebody down points-wise, it punishes you so badly if you make a mistake. And it's going to be very, very difficult when you're trying to chase somebody down. But yeah, I'd say the other headline is 1-2s, 1-2s, 1-2. Mic test.
You know? Mic test. 1-2. Yeah, I mean, from the weekend, I'm just trying to think, like, for me, like, it was just, okay, Max won the sprint race, yeah? Which is like, all right, cool, in it, yeah? There's a bit of an asterisk. But, like, pure domination is what I took, because it's like, oh, Lando, you can have the pole. Oscar, you can have the pole. All right, cool, I'll take the win. You know what I mean? It was just like a case of every time I'm looking at the results, I'm just seeing our boys 1 and 2, or 1 and 1 is 2, or 1 is, you know what I mean? Like, we're there, like, we're just there. And the fact that this happened in Spa, a circuit we've not won at since 2012, I think.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that I just looked at this and I just thought, man, this is like, this is baby food for these guys. Okay, Max Verstappen exists and he still managed to get a win. He said, bun your fast car, man. I can still come out and do stuff, which is very annoying. But at the same time, yeah, we have got the best car. It's just a matter of when it's all said and done.
Like, look. If you go back, everybody, go look at the streams that we made previously about Spa. Did we look forward to Spa?
Absolutely not.
2022, no. 2023, no. 2024, no.
We were not happy with it. They put like a flashback of Lando's spin, and I was just like, oh man. On like,
bringing up old shit, man. I keep bringing up old shit, man. I keep seeing it. Allow it, man.
Yeah. You just thought to yourself, like, why we bring this up at a time like this? Do you know what I mean? But listen, it is what it is. Look, we've been breaking down hurdles this season, right? In terms of places we've gone to that we don't like, even a bit of last season as well. Places we go to where we're not historically great there, but now we're like singing in the rain. Do you get what I'm saying? And speaking of the rain, like, okay, talk to me about wet races. Like, are they done? Is it finished in Formula One?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Because what was that?
Big man thing was Brazil last year, not a bloody monsoon. And these men were if they didn't even want to throw a red flag. They were like, yeah, keep going.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Even Silverstone, it was the rain. I was there. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Right? It didn't look that crazy at a race start. And obviously they're going to take into account the track and the type of things that happen at that track in the past. and everything like that. But I saw the F3 and I saw the F2. F2 was a monsoon, man, and they let him race in it. But F1 you're not allowed to.
They said crack on, boys.
Is it a spa thing? But then again, do they not care about junior categories? Then?
I mean, you know,
they said you lot could do a match because I saw Sebastian Montoya do a crazy crash.
Yeah, that was nasty.
On top of Rouge, a radio, But F2's allowed to do that, but F1 no. I don't know, man. And I think the delay was too long. When they were going round, they should have just carried on going round and round and round, cleared up something. Yeah. Go racing. If somebody crashes or something like that, or it gets too bad, the drivers will let you know, innit? But we saw other tracks. We saw crazier rain than that.
Like I watched the race after the event happened, so I had no spoilers. I came home, had it on like record, watching it. So obviously I'm seeing the delay now. I'm thinking, okay, when does it actually get going? And it got to the point where I had to go to bed and watch it this morning because the delay went on for so long. Like by the time I think I got to it, it must have been hitting midnight before the race was like before the safety car went in. I said, I'm gonna hold it here. It's 11:45. I'm gonna hold it. I'll wake up tomorrow. I'll watch it. And so I watched it. How long was the delay in total? Does anyone remember? Was it like an hour and a half?
All I know is I went out. This is lights out. Yeah, when they decided to red flag it, I decided to go out. I got myself a snack. You get me? I went to the cafe. You get me? High street for a bit, whatever. I came back, still wasn't on.
You knew, so you were that confident.
I was that confident that when the red flag came, instead of going out, I don't need to be here.
In the comment section,
do my thing, come back, and I know the race is still on.
In the comment section, what did you guys do in that hour and a half break, whatever the hell it was that hour 40 or whatever? That is sensational. That is, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I think we were robbed of a good race. I think so. I think we were robbed of a good
Imagine wet race. Real wet race that turns to dry.
Yeah,
we were robbed of that.
Exactly. We were.
That's what Silverstone was, and we were robbed of it.
Yeah. And when you think of good Spa Grand Prix, like, you know, it's been one of those ones where the weather's changed. It's been one of those where it's been, you know, they used to make the whole thing on one side of the circuit is dry and the other side it's raining. You know, they used to make all that kind of gimmick. Now they just took it away from us. And the more like as time went on, I was like, they've literally robbed us because now we've got to wait for the second batch of rain to come through and go by, then go. And it was just like, yeah, whatever. This is a bit long.
Okay, let's say they went racing because they went racing where they were supposed to go racing. They went around behind the safety car, a couple laps, whatever, and they went racing. Then they started to chuck it down. Then they throw a red flag. Then I get it.
Yeah, no.
These guys said we're not even going to attempt.
And the fact that standing water remained because there's nothing on track. We've got a track.
Like last year qualifying was worse than that.
Last year qualifying.
Remember it was raining.
Yeah, it was. It was. I mean, the Belgian Grand Prix has been getting hit reputationally because isn't it next year we're not having it, right? So it's the year after. So we're going through that one on, one off kind of season. There was the year when Russell got on the podium with Williams. What was it? 2 laps, so everyone got however many points for that.
And that was crazy.
It's taking a beating in Belgian Grand Prix. Last year's Belgian Grand Prix was that the one where Otmar Safnauer was sacked but had to do the weekend.
I think so. Like, that was a Spa weekend for sure.
I feel like it was
last year, the year before.
I feel like it was on a Thursday. Man's there at media, bro. no longer Alpine.
You get sacked from any job. I don't expect you to finish your shift. I expect you to go home.
Pack them bags, boy. Pack them bags. But listen, 1-2 for McLaren. Yeah, we need to celebrate. There's a lot that took place. We'll get into the sprint business of it all. Then we'll get into the race. But obviously, the commenters are in the comment section. Make sure everybody. Big up yourselves. It's good to see you. It's been a long time. Smash a like on the video and make sure you do leave your comments as well. Let people know about what's going on over here. Shout out to the gang that's on. Adam Heddle says, evening, gents. Another 1-2. Life is good. Brilliant weekend for Oscar. Brilliantly controlled on Sunday, and pace was just strong the whole weekend. Goes on to say, as for Lando, definitely a few mistakes on Sunday, but he was pushing hard for sure. But considering it's a track he's not strong at, he will take positives with the race, with the pace through the weekend and the pole as well. Drea says, hey guys, finally I can join you again. Third 1-2 in a row. What is this life? And I witnessed it live in Silverstone with my fellow landsman. Shout out to Nico in third, of course, definitely sharing that podium indeed. Adam said front left still an issue at pit stops, but they are working hard to improve, which is what I like. Yeah, we could talk about that as well. We can dive into that a little bit. Z says, hello, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Reincarnation, Oscar and Lando still have more points than Forza Ferrari. Yeah, absolutely. Than the Scuderia. Jordan, I still think Ferrari and Max will scam a couple of wins down the line. Could be possible. Amon says, hey guys, another amazing weekend. I'm loving how boring this season is. Third one too, says Z. Listen, we're living La Vida Loca at the minute. By the way, 1,000 points dream was dead after the sprint. Now the best we can do is 999. Shout out to you, Amon, if that is accurate. You're a top dog for that. Reincarnation says it was second the best place to start at Spa. It was a topic of conversation, wasn't it? Starting second. You know, Oscar didn't want to start second, but he took advantage of it whilst he did. And yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? It's much better to start second, it seemed, and it's been that case for ages, I think. Adam says a pole is a bad thing at Spa. Hey guys, says Nom. Hope you're doing well, Nom Voyo. Hope you're doing good. Shout out to Who Wants to Groove, and shout out to Federico as well. Says hi everybody. Big up everyone that's going on. When I asked you guys what did you lot do in that 1 hour, Reincarnation took a shower. It's fresh, ready for the race. Yeah, it was perfect. You could have had a bath, man. Throw some bubbles in that. Z says hour and a half of delay is too much. Like, I don't know if it felt like an hour and a half in the time. Did it feel as bad? Because, like, obviously, I watched it, but I'm watching it back, and I'm like, did this actually happen? Like, did this actually go delayed for like ages? You know, like when you've got things on record, you know, like it will say, F1 Grand Prix, then it will say like Sunday race, then it will say like checkered flag. These are like 3 separate programs, bro. I'm into some random program at this point. It's like called, I think it's like Oscar Piastri 4 or something like that. I've got into it and they're still talking about the race. Like they're so past the deadline, the TV guide schedule. It was so bad that it overlapped to other programs. I mean, did it feel that bad at the time? Or am I just...
Because I sat through the whole of Spa 21 and the delay. I said, I'm not doing this again. I went on enjoyed my life, man. I went
Spa
out.
21 was ridiculous.
So I'm not even going to feel the delay. And
Yeah.
then by the time I came back, they said, oh, yeah, it's going to be starting in like 10 minutes or something. So it wasn't that bad. I didn't really experience it, but imagine you sat down in front of your TV and watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
And listened to all the fluff commentary.
I did feel for the fans out there, though. They were like, obviously, I think they started cranking up the music because it was like, look, what do we do for the next hour? And, you know, they were doing their best. Like, to be sat there in the rain, you know, I'm seeing man trying to have the what's those chips called in Belgium? They've got a thing. It's a French thing. I forgot what it's called. It might be that. And like people are trying to eat. It's raining. I see a Heineken in one hand. I see this chips. Everything's getting drenched. Everyone's soaked. But at the same time, they're just making the most of it. You know, like people were having a good time. When the camera panned to them, they were all like bouncing and whatever else. And it was like, fair enough. Like they tried. They actually tried. But yeah, Spa 21 was a different level. Generous Dave, what's going on, brother? Hope you're good. Says, Mandem, I support the British apart from Russell, but I'm sorry to say, Norris doesn't have the minerals. He might not have won the race, but at least to get the gap down to 1 second. Controversial settings, man. Controversial settings. We'll get into that talk. For sure. Shout out to Shay. What's going on? Currently watching the race now. It's still delayed. Just
click fast forward if you're watching it now.
Yeah, just hit that fast forward, boy. Or you know what I mean? Like Ted Kravitz says, you know what I mean? Pause, stop the show, go finish, and then come back. Steph says, hey guys, great to see a 1-2 in Spa. Sophia, hello guys. These ground effects cars, cause way too much visibility issues. The flat floors next year will hopefully be better. Yeah, because I think it was more so about visibility than it was about standing.
It's the spray, innit?
That spray, bro, even from the safety car was lethal. Do you know what I mean? It was proper.
Yeah.
That was proper. Right. Let's get into it. Yeah, because I saw the sprint quali take place. I'm going to talk about. I'm trying to think. Who do we talk about? Lando, or do we talk about Oscar first? I'll go with Lando Norris. All right. Sprint quali P3. Sprint race P3. Why did that happen?
He was way off the pace in qualifying, but I just don't know. with Lando Norris and this track, I'm not really sure. I think an idea of why he is not as strong as on this track as other places, because I feel like the lap is too long in terms of it's the longest track in the calendar, isn't it? Yeah. He needs a rhythm driver. He needs the laps to come around quick. It's like a kind of go-kart thing, you know what I'm saying? So when the track when the track is shorter, for example, Austria and stuff like that, he can build his rhythm quickly. Gets all his reference points that he needs and gets that feel and flow that he needs. Spa can't do that. It keeps changing. Every lap, the track changes. Lap's
different, isn't it?
Yeah. So, and obviously, even when I was watching the F2 race, like the weather on one side of the track's different to the other side and all this kind of stuff. So,
yeah,
I think this is why, especially in the race, he's not as strong on this track in terms of building rhythm. He just wasn't there in qualifying. Like 6 tenths is a huge gap.
Yeah,
qualifying. And I think after the sprint race, when he finished P3, he was like, "Yeah, who cares? It's a sprint. You know what I mean? It's not that deep."
He kind of just
Dominicali won't be happy with that one.
No,
so
he wouldn't be.
He like these lot trying to sell a sprint like it's amazing, whatever. But
are you a fan of sprints?
Not particularly. Not particularly, but it's like I said. What's that thing? You know, like imagine you was given a meal in a restaurant and they set you down the meal and you're like, okay, I've got a big steak and everything like that. I'm about to eat, yeah. And you're eating it, yeah, and then the person just takes the steak away. Says, no, you can have the rest tomorrow. That's a sprint race.
It's because of how quick it ends.
Like, can I finish my meal?
Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
unless you're gonna do something crazy like reverse grid or something like that. This is the same meal I'm gonna have tomorrow.
Exactly that. People, you know, because I guess Parc Ferme is a thing, isn't it? Like that you could do what you want after the sprint and then crack on for the race. I mean, yeah, I don't know, but Mahad's trying to say that he's Aaron Ramsdale. Is that what you're calling?
It's not even that. It's not even that, because even the sprint qualifying, I watched his lap. He didn't make any mistake. He just didn't have the pace. I don't know whether he needed to build that up through the qualifier, for the having more practice sessions and stuff like that. You have to remember, this is not his strong track. If I was gonna do a ranking, this is bottom 3 track.
And yeah, but he says it's his favorite track.
Yeah, because obviously it's his second home race. It's half Belgian. He probably likes it on the sim and stuff like that. Yeah. But he's not. Evidence points to he's not particularly strong as compared to other tracks.
Is that confidence based, or is that just because he just can't get it together? I
don't know. Did 21 do something to him? Obviously, he had a major crash that obviously he got sent to the hospital. You know what I mean? It was serious stuff. Yeah. But who knows? But obviously, it's just not one of his stronger tracks. But I think sprint race couldn't really do anything. If Oscar's not overtaking Max, how are you going to overtake Max? It was kind of like
just sitting
kind
down.
of like a Japan scenario. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where neither of you guys are going to overtake him. It's done. And people say, obviously this is, and I think this is one of the greatest cars of all time. This car, whatever, yeah. But one thing about this car, that straight line speed. We're downforce merchants, man. We're not overtaking no one. Our DRS don't even work, man. If the DRS flat opens, we're not getting anything.
We're not getting nowhere. We need to be on pole. You know, the ones like we
need to be on pole. We need to hold the position. You know what I'm saying?
And hold it.
Yeah, hold it. Like, obviously, I think if that was a full Grand Prix rather than a sprint race, we would have got Max in the pit stop sequence.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
We would have just gone long. We would have gone long merchants and just pit later on and build a gap in clean air, and then we would have won that race. But in a sprint, we had to give that one away.
Sophia says sprint quali was weird for Lando because he didn't do any mistakes. He just wasn't fast enough. He said he locked up. He lacked a slipstream.
Also, he was the first out. Why are we putting our car the first car out on the track in qualifying ever?
I guess to get that feel. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's a long circuit.
SQ3 in it, like SQ3. You just let these guys do their thing first, and then you come out. We're the big boys, man. We don't come out first.
It's a long enough circuit whereby you're not going to worry about traffic. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. From when a race is 44 laps, you know that circuit is long. What are they doing? 140s. Like, 140s for qualies. That's a long race. That's a long lap. Drea says Oscar had the perfect lap in sprint quali too. That was amazing. Yep, we'll get to it.
To be fair, I don't think he was ever going to out-qualify that lap by Oscar.
Oscar
the
was on form.
The problem is we're at the stage now where the way the cars are, what our situation is in terms of McLaren, is that neither driver should be qualifying behind another driver.
Yeah.
That's not your teammate.
Yeah.
So we can't have Max Verstappen in between.
If
Lando's on the front row, if we have Lando on the front row, he might win the sprint race, or Oscar wins the sprint race. The very fact that we didn't have two cars on the front row gave the win to Verstappen. Verstappen was probably smiling like, yeah, I'm on P2, I'm gonna get that. Slipstream, I'm getting that.
And then done.
Look at the setup.
Slipstream Merchant, perfectly named. Lack of slipstream wasn't the issue. Oscar gained 6/10 in the second sector. Oscar was good. Oscar was simply brilliant, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I just
think he had better lap. Like I said, I do not think at all that he was going to out-qualify Oscar's lap there, because that's a track record. You know what I mean? We beat the double 11 time. But the problem is,
that's crazy.
The problem is, you can't qualify behind Max Verstappen. I'm sorry.
If you qualify behind Max Verstappen, like, you're just asking for a long day at the office. You're not.
It kind of put both of them into trouble, because now you ended up both behind Max Verstappen in the race. Yeah. But I don't think it's that deep. It's a sprint. 1 point difference is irrelevant.
Yeah, no, totally. Like, we've got to make sure we just friggin' nail these things, nip them in the bud, and make sure
that was race sprint. If that was the race qualifying, that's big problems.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be peak if it was, definitely, absolutely. Nom says, look, honestly, the risk versus reward in the sprint race.
I know these guys don't want to crash. They don't want anything to happen to their car. They want everything ready for Sunday, innit? So the risk and reward for sprints in the first place is that these drivers don't care about sprints, man.
They don't do that. And the points, the lack of points, do you know what I mean? It's like, when you think about it, the end of it. But then again, it's a short race. What did we think about Oscar Piastri in the sprint? We've mentioned a few comments on him. His sprint quali started on pole.
Started on pole, very, 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 very good lap, very strong qualifying lap.
And then we have to call it as it is. He got dunked on by Max Verstappen.
Can't do anything though.
But why?
Considering the setups and everything like that, can't really do anything.
Is that so?
It frustrates me. It frustrates me as a McLaren fan, because I don't believe there's any circumstance where we should be giving away a win. Yeah, that's me as a fan. That's how I'm wired in it. I'm like, one of you, we've got two opportunities. One of you, man, got to do it, right?
Someone's got to do it, yeah.
And obviously, in a hypothetical scenario, if we lock out the front row, Max can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they set out for straight line speed. We didn't. We got cooked. We ain't overtaking this guy. Our DRS barely works anyway. How are we going to overtake Max?
Yeah, Max had too much top speed. The commenters are making
that's what they've been doing recently. They're top speed merchants, man. It's like what Williams used to do. Top speed merchants. How are you going to overtake him? And they shortened the thing is, 2 years ago, they shortened the DRS zone on the Camel 3.
Oh, they did,
which is one of the most stupidest things I've ever heard in my life. So you have less opportunity to overtake.
Yeah, I guess for the racing purist, I guess for the racing purist, isn't it? I mean, DRS is one of those things, isn't it? Like, do we need DRS in Formula One? Where are you with it?
No, they're gonna get rid of it next year, aren't they?
Yeah,
I hate DRS, man. It's not married.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if your car's fast, isn't it? Like,
if you are gonna have DRS, put it in the right places and do it the right length, man. That's how a Camel Straight is a long straight.
What if there was no DRS zones? You could just DRS anywhere you wanted.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
It would be hilarious because then you could really see the craft. Do you know what I mean? You won't see a track doing.
Yeah, some people might be an expert at it, but for Piastri, I think sprint qualifying, that's one of his best qualifying laps.
It was phenomenal though. He was superb, no doubt. Superb.
Race can't really do anything about. We gave up.
Yeah, and then them laps were quick, bro. I
don't think the team was even that bothered as well. Stella and stuff like that. They were just like, fairs.
Yeah, I think the highlights. I think if you watch the highlights of the sprint race, it was the full race. I swear. So the Sky Sports, I think, doing like an extended like highlights package, and like I could have sworn it was like about 13 minutes. I could have sworn it was about 13 minutes. That's the whole race.
That's probably the whole race, to be fair.
You didn't miss a beat.
It was a bit of a snooze fest. Like, who thought a sprint race at Spa was a good idea, man?
That was somebody mentioned it in the comments as well. Yeah, Nom said it. You know why? What about the rumors about next year, Singapore?
Yeah, they're taking a piss, man. let's be honest here. Singapore sprint race, you know.
We need to get
rid of the other one as well. There's another one. Obviously, there are tracks that lend to sprint races. Yeah, Brazil and Austria should be automatics.
Automatics. Yeah, if you're gonna have a sprint, give it to them too for sure.
I think Vegas should be there as well.
What about Silverstone?
Silverstone was. I'm trying to remember. Was it good?
I think it was.
I remember last time. Do you remember?
Yeah,
they did it in 21.
Yeah,
was it good? But Brazil's the GOAT sprint race. Are you all right?
Yeah. To remove Brazil was crazy. Was absolutely crazy.
I don't know why. I don't know what chokehold Miami and China's got.
Yeah. But I would have thought China would work. I would
Zandvoort's going to be a stinker. That's as well. Zandvoort, come on.
Zandvoort.
And you let's see in the race, let alone in the sprint race.
But the cars are different, aren't they? They'll be slightly different. So let's see. Hopefully, the fact that they're thinner.
Everything I'm allowing them, like Spa, I'm this close to say, don't come back.
Woo!
This close. Don't come back on the calendar. I'm this close, but hopefully new regs save it.
Man, what do you think about Kurz bringing them back?
Bring on Kurz.
What a good time.
Pass of that. Yeah. I don't know, man. They got to do something. Everybody's thinking about all these different solutions and stuff like that. When the real solution is just smaller cars.
1,000%. Smaller and lighter. You know,
that's the right solution. But
yeah.
Hey yo.
Shout out to Jean Cartier. Hope you're doing good. Can we just get the Constructors' Trophy already on paper? It's mathematically impossible for Ferrari and Mercedes to catch up.
I'm focusing on the new football season. I'm focusing on NFL as well.
The NFL back. Yeah, the Premier League is coming back. Listen,
let's give Peter his flowers because he said this. What race 3?
Race week 3. Yeah. Race week 3, I said this is a joke. He's not having a laugh, having a freaking bubble bath. Last time I checked, Ferrari could double their points; they still wouldn't be with us. Nah, man.
Let me get this constructor standards up right now.
It's done out here.
What are we doing right now, man?
And the thing is, yeah. Shout out to Leclerc because he's getting podiums, isn't it? He's here getting podiums. Like he's trying, but
he's trying his best, man. Bless him. Bless his heart.
He's trying his very best.
So okay, okay, guys, let's read this out. Yeah, Oscar Piastri 266 points. Lando Norris 250 points. Ferrari 248 points. Mercedes 220 points. Red Bull 192 points.
Oh, you gotta love
both our drivers are winning the constructors right now. Imagine if Oscar didn't exist. We're still winning the constructors. If Lando doesn't exist, we're still winning the constructors. We're still in the league.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
If we just had one driver, we'll still be leading the constructors right now.
It's fantastic, man. It's fantastic. Yeah. You know, listen, I know everybody was cautious. Everyone wanted to wait till we get a couple of races down the line. Bro, I could smell it. I could smell the fumes.
When do you think, guys, when do you think it's going to happen? When do you think it's going to happen, Peter?
Let's see. I need to look at the calendar. Let me have a look at the calendar. Let me have a look at that calendar.
So the next race obviously is Hungary next week.
Yeah.
So it's Hungary, and then we got why are they not?
Was it Zandvoort? I think it's like Zandvoort and
Zandvoort, Monza, and then where are we going? Monza, Baku, Singapore.
That's the Singapore part, yeah. I think by Singapore, you know.
I think by Baku.
You think Baku, yeah?
If we keep wanting 1-2s, them guys below us are not consistent enough.
So Baku's how many races away? 4?
4 races away.
Oh.
September 19th. I might be getting there.
Man said in September, you know.
Actually, maybe it's a bit too ambitious. Maybe either in between Singapore and Qatar. But
yeah, I think maybe the US
guys, we're gonna have at least 5-6 races left in the season.
We're gonna have plenty left. We will have plenty left. People are saying by Qatar, Baku. Nom says Spa will be rotating a rotating calendar. Yep, so it won't be around next year and it'll be back 2027. Yeah. That's
new regs better save it 27, boy. It's not rotating back.
Listen, it's I see danger there, man. You know, those are the circuits that, and you know, when people see circuits like Spa, you think there's no way it can come off to Canada. There's no way, bro. We ain't got a German Grand Prix nor a French one. Trust me, it can go away. They can get rid of that ASAP. Not having a German Grand Prix, and how many years has it been since what? 2020, I think, was our last German Grand Prix, and even then, was it Eiffel? It wasn't even the Hockenheim ring, mate.
Bring back Nürburgring, man. That was a banger race.
Listen, bring anything German. Bring it down because they had some circuits.
In my spare time, I circle tracks that I need to go. Mexico's next on my list.
Is it? Getting that baseball, yeah? Getting that baseball stadium, bro. Get that stadium.
Get that out.
Mexico's not good.
It's not good. It's bad. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, was it Drea, was Eiffel not 21? Sorry, 2020.
2020, I think.
I could have sworn we had the Eiffel where they just threw it, they kind of randomly threw it in.
No, it's what I'm trying to remember. I think, no, was it 2020? I can't remember. I'm sure they had a race at the Nürburgring in COVID. I'm sure.
Maybe they called it the European Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's called Eiffel Grand Prix 2020, and it was in the
Eiffel. Okay, fine.
And that was in 2020. Okay. And I remember Daniel Ricciardo got a podium.
Yes, because that's when my man had to get the tattoo, isn't it?
No. Daniel Ricciardo got a podium for Renault. Oh yeah, and he got the tattoo. Yeah.
Cyril, Cyril got the tattoo, didn't he? Yeah, you're right. I'm not a fan that somebody put something that we can do without France. Bring Manny Core back. Let's get Manny Core. I'm not saying bring back Paul Ricard.
Manny Core. Do you remember that drive, David Coulthard, 2000?
Yeah, of course, man.
Madness.
Listen, that will remain forever in my heart, man. No doubt about it.
What
forever,
drive, man.
2020 was in the Nürburgring. Okay, so what? Eiffel is Nürburg. Is that the same thing?
No. Eiffel was Nürburgring. I'm saying it wasn't the normal German Grand Prix. Grand Prix is not Nürburgring.
Cool. It doesn't rain in Johannesburg in July. Let's go to Killarney. I mean, if we can
get the winter time there in July.
Well, yeah, that's a point actually.
South Africa.
But like,
we got to go in the summer, man.
Clean up them politics. Let's get that circuit going. Boom, we're off to go.
Either the season opener or the season closer.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Replace AD with that with Kalami. That'll be a banger.
What's BO Hockenheim is work nonsense?
Hockenheim was I don't know, but Hockenheim was that's the German Grand Prix. Hockenheim.
Yeah, that's the legit. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. That is the one. Anyway, let me say it doesn't rain in the winter either. Z's standing firm for SA, man. Do you know what I mean?
McLaren Flat TV's flying to Kalami, man. We're going.
So everyone looks like closer to going to Bangkok than South Africa.
Oh yeah, it's going to Thailand, isn't it? That'll be a banger.
It'll be closer to friggin' Russia, I think, at this point. Definitely bring back Malaysia.
Come on, man.
100%. Sepang, definitely. Crazy circuit.
There's a track right there, man.
It's right.
And I stayed in Malaysia for quite a while. Yeah, these guys are motorsport nuts.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
They love MotoGP. They love F1. So the fact that there's no track there, there's no race there is insane.
It's insane. All right, listen. Lando Norris qualifying pole position. We love that. What were your thoughts?
I think I think with Lando, like we've always said, when something goes bad, one session, the very next session he corrects it. Does he not?
He does.
It's about for him. It's about stringing them together. Like, obviously, I'm not telling him to be like Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen's an alien when it comes to stringing stuff together. He's going to put 15 good sessions in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You knew like, sprint one good, sprint quali one good. The very next session in the afternoon, he's like, okay, let me cook, and he cooked.
Yeah.
That was a very, very good lap. He got pole with the first lap in Q3, not even the second one.
He did, didn't he? I'm just trying to think. And the fact that this happened in Spa is more so, I think, was what was quite interesting for me. And
it was close to Piastri's lap, innit?
Yeah, it was
breaking the record.
It was
half a hundredth or whatever it was. I don't even know how to say it, but it's very, very small gap.
Yeah, 100th of a second. Yeah, and then And the fact that, you know what actually went through my mind, I was like, "Raw, do you think he could win 3 races in a row?" Because you know how we talked about Lando Norris, we talked about this title charge, we talked about all of these things that he needs to get put together. And I thought, you know, at the beginning of this race yesterday, I was staring down the barrel of a 3-peat Lando Norris win, and I thought, "Wow, are we here now with this?" But you know, unfortunately, like, you know, it wasn't to be. But yeah, like, at the end of the day, great qualifying session, great quali lap. But what about that race, bro? What went wrong? Why was it the mistakes, or was Oscar simply better? If you were to lean more to one side, obviously both played a part, but like,
I think, yeah, and this is to go back to qualifying. If you make a mistake into turn 1, it's over.
It's done
on this track.
It's done. I couldn't believe that. By the way, is that new?
No, I don't know. Like Max Verstappen, if you saw him qualify, Max Verstappen,
yeah,
he made a mistake in turn 1. Yeah, his qualifying lap was over.
He aborted the lap.
I don't care about all the time that he made up later on in sector 2, sector 3, because he messed up that one. When you're going up the hill, it's over, right?
He basically aborted the lap.
the second he had the little bit of the wobble, on the safety car restart, on into turn 1, it's Jova, man. Piastri didn't make a mistake. He was up his ass already. He was that. Right?
Yo, he was
before
in.
They even went to, before they even got to Orange, he was there. I was like, this is over.
He was inside him, bro. I was like, whoa, this is close.
Turn 1 affects your momentum all the way up.
Yeah. You don't recover from turn 1 until like turn 6.
So that little wobble like that. And obviously, it's difficult because when you're in the rain, you're the first person to arrive there, innit? So you need to figure out where the grip is and where the grip is not. And obviously, Oscar's behind. He can just determine. Okay, look, he's done this. Whatever. That little wobble there, where you're about to come up the hill, it's not good. It's gonna be. You kind of like it's over from that point.
What about like all this battery talk, as Federico's mentioning here? Like, you know, there was a bit. You know, we heard him on the radio.
I don't really know because. What did he say? Like there was a battery issue, right? So
as in, like he said, like, you know, he's not getting anything from it. He wasn't getting anything. Like, is it empty? Is like, you know, I guess being under in that formation lap with the safety car in the wet, Anthony Davidson was kind of making the point of like, your battery doesn't know where to store the energy, so it's like because of the conditions. You know, but then it would be the case, I guess, for Oscar as well as
I think Max had it. Loads of different drivers had it. I think he's gonna get overtaken anyway, man. I think it might have not happened so early, but that wobble is not a battery issue. And I checked all the stuff. Yeah, Lando didn't really say it was an issue when it comes to battery. I don't think Stella said anything. I know Zach said something. But I think Zach said there was an issue with a couple cars or whatever. But I think that's something they need to look into. But if Lando's not going to blame it, and Stella's not going to blame it, I'm not going to say, oh, that's the reason. I think all it done was maybe got him overtaken earlier on the straight than they would. But he was still getting to get overtaken on the straight.
Yeah.
He just got overtaken at the beginning of the straight rather than the end.
It was a good overtaking.
The slipstream was too much. The wobble was too much. He was going way slower.
By the way,
because of the wobble.
That angle where Oscar overtakes him, I don't know if you saw, like when a part of the overtake, the trees kind of get in the way. I genuinely thought he was going to hit him. I genuinely was like, "Oh my god, have they touched?" And to see the way
that
Oscar kind of
nightmare crash.
Oh mate, but I think it would have been a nightmare crash. But I think Oscar would have just been surprised at how slow Lando was getting out of there. Like it was almost like he was surprised that he could get that fast, that quick. And yeah, I mean, he was on it though. Oscar was on him.
I think with the rolling start, I don't think it was the best rolling start because Oscar was right behind him. He didn't boot him. He didn't just jet or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the best one. I don't think if we're talking about the strongest skills, I don't think his safety car restarts are the strongest.
No,
you know what I mean,
I've never had that feeling of the Max Verstappen restart. You know that when I've seen Max and Lewis done your dance on a safety car restart where you're like, whoa, he's cheated. He's clearly cheating. Like that's how good the start is. Yeah. But
for anybody that watches IndyCar, the person that does that is Polo. You're never catching this guy. He's gonna jet on you. It's over. He's got 4 car lengths.
Yeah.
Every safety car restart, whatever, or every after when it goes green. But yeah, I think from that point it was over because you lose priority.
Yeah. Oscar had the free reign, didn't he?
Priority, you lose everything that you need to win that race. I think in this regulation, the person that started the grid on pole hasn't won the race.
Really?
Yeah, when you win, I think I'm just thinking now
because like
2022.
I guess the best way to look at it:
2022 Max won, 2023 Max won, 2024 Lewis won. Obviously, Max didn't start on pole in 2022 or 2023. I think it was Sainz and somebody else in 2023.
Okay,
I think it's Charles or something like that.
Yeah,
it's not an advantageous. If we talk about pole positions and starting, it's not an advantageous position. The one thing that gave him grace, that was helping him out, is that it was a rolling start, so he could determine and just boot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't a standing start.
Yeah.
Because on a standing start, he was on the wet side of the grid, stuff like that. He could have lost the position off the line, right? And low key, if he started to do the slow start off the line and was behind Oscar, he could have got the slipstream and took the lead.
That's the irony, isn't it?
That's the irony of it. If he did a standing start.
Yeah.
I just think, for me personally, once that happened, I said the race was over. I said Oscar is not getting caught.
Yeah, once Oscar took him, that was that, really. But
I think that's where the race ended for me personally. But obviously, there's a lot of stuff that happened after that as well.
Because, here's the thing: when it came to changing to slicks, Lando goes for hards. And by the way, that communication was quite interesting. Like, should we go hards? Like, decide now. And he's like, yeah, all right, then fine. I thought, this could get messy quickly. And the fact that they didn't counter thinking that Oscar wouldn't do a 2-stop on the medium.
Yeah.
Was Oscar ever going to get caught being on those mediums?
I think he could. I think we'll be having a very different conversation if Lando won. I think here, because technically, he was on a better tire.
Lando.
Yeah. This is my problem. And maybe I'm blind. I'm just about fairness in it between the two drivers, because you don't want to start issues, right?
Yeah.
If we're up in front like that, you need to double stack. You can't.
Even that's.
I don't care. You've got a double stack. I don't care, because even if a car came up in front of him, whatever, Lando's going to overtake him because he's in a faster car. But you need to double stack. The worst thing is letting him go around, do another lap, and be slow as shit. That's the same thing that happened in Silverstone last year with Oscar, where they let him stay out, and Oscar was done. His race was done because he had to stay out. You have to double stack.
Would you have said the same thing had it been an Austrian circuit, for example, 1 minute circuit, as opposed to like a 1 minute 40? Is that why? Is it because Spa is such a long track that Oscar, he was obviously going to lose so much time?
Yeah, and I think they had to take that into account and double stack. Understand your 1-2, just double stack, man. There's no problem. We double stacked in Silverstone, didn't we? The other day. We double stacked. Double stack.
We did. But maybe the sprint.
Double stack and put them on mediums. Even if there's a little bit of gap, that's it. You cannot for me personally, you cannot diverse strategy. You cannot say, put them on hards. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I mean,
because Oscar wasn't given the opportunity to go on hards.
No. Well, no, he
was
wasn't.
either going to have to be forced to do a 2-stop or try to nurse those tires all the way home.
But then,
I don't think it's fair. I think it wasn't fair on Lando because it wasn't a double stack, and it wasn't fair on Oscar because he didn't get the tire drops.
Yeah. If
Oscar said, put me on mediums, and then Lando goes on hards, then he said, put me on mediums.
Different convo. I mean, do you think they took the data from the sprint race, whereby once Max overtook, you're not overtaking. So if I double stack, they're actually not gonna get past Leclerc or whoever it would have been leading. Leclerc and Verstappen.
Got to stop thinking about other people. We're faster than them.
But we struggled to get past Max in the sprint.
Yeah, but Max has a whole different setup now.
Because you're saying, because like you said in the sprint, if it was an actual race, you think we would have done him anyway. It's just the fact that it was a sprint race. That's why Max won, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
It's a sprint race and he had a different setup. He had a straight line speed and everything like that. Everybody had low downforce setup.
Interesting.
So everybody had a high downforce setup. Maybe Leclerc didn't. I think Leclerc had more of a dry setup. But regardless, we had the faster car. We double stack.
Double stack them. Let me know in the comments, guys. Double stack. You know, no time for Lando to drop back and double stack.
It don't matter.
Just
you should have dropped back.
Just do it.
Be prepared. There is no circumstance where you should pit him the lap after.
That's interesting. I never thought of that. I always thought like they between a rock and a hard place.
Are we not going to learn from the lessons of Silverstone from before?
Yeah, I guess.
Keep them both out. If it's too late, keep them both out. Let Oscar do another lap. Let Lando do another lap. You cannot put the advantage on somebody else like that in any scenario. And putting Lando on a hard tire is not good. That's not a good idea. That's me personally. That's my opinion. I don't think you should give him the option hard. Put him on mediums, but box on the same up. I know you're saying Oscar's call was extremely late. Don't call him there. You got a car right directly behind him. Go out and do another lap. You're not going to lose position to anybody.
Was the gap that big?
It's like 1.9, 2.
Man.
What's a radio Norris to say drop back?
Yeah.
You're a second 2, just slow down a little bit. It's not that hard to drop a second.
Yeah. Amon says, for me, when it's wet to dry or dry to wet, the best thing is to stack. Double stack. That's interesting. Do you know what? Double stacking never crossed my mind. I just didn't think it was a safe option.
But the cars were too close in Silverstone last year, in 2024.
Yeah, that's true.
People say, "Oh yeah, it was too close. That's why we had to let Oscar go." No, double stack. If you're 1-2 in the race, double stack.
I
don't get it.
It's a very good topic. I like this. Sophia said the commentators kept going on about mistakes and that lost Lando's 3 seconds, but not mentioning that when Oscar went into the pit stop, he was less than 2 seconds behind. And when Oscar came out, when Lando came out of his, he was plus 6 seconds, I guess, behind. Continued on to say the suggestion of hard tires for Lando was a bone thrown after not double stacking them. Interesting. Lando did like 30 quali laps.
The conversation we would be having today, if Lando easily just caught up with him and overtook him, they'd be like, why did you give him the better tire when it wasn't in the lead?
Yeah, I wonder what made them decide medium for Oscar. And okay, Lando, we know that it was like a gamble. They just threw something. But how comes nobody knew? Because he was the only one on hard. How comes nobody knew the hard tire would be better than the medium? Just a question.
I don't think it was better. I just think it lasted longer. It lasted to the end. That's the main thing. And then when we saw like Lando's lap times and stuff like that, there were decent lap times. It was enough to hang. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting thought. Because
Pirelli got to pay for their crimes because mediums don't drop off. How do mediums do the?
How would it be if it was the other?
How do mediums do that long? Pirelli are so funny, man.
That's true.
This whole thing where they're like, "Oh, let's skip a compound with the harder, whatever." The Pirelli, the mediums didn't drop off anyway.
No, true. So if Oscar had the hard, Lando had the medium, who wins the race?
Then Oscar wins the race.
Yeah, so are you saying the hard tire was better?
I think whoever was in front wins.
Oh, regardless of tire.
Yeah.
You think if Lando got within DRS of Oscar, he's still not overtaking him? You don't think he was that good?
Just wins regardless. I think he was holding pace. He was
to be fair, because of those last 3 laps, wasn't it? He was putting in sectors. he was
just chilling, man. That's one thing I noticed. This guy was chilling. He wasn't struggling, man. He was chilling.
Drea says this C1 is not great. In other races, guys got rid of them pretty fast because the grip was so bad. TSJ Awesome, big up yourself, says, so would you have double stacked in Silverstone even with Piastri's penalty?
That's a different scenario. They double stack in that race anyway.
Yeah. Wrong tires on the wrong car, says Slipstream Merchant. I think they don't like double stacking.
This is not a particularly good case study. We're not Mercedes.
Although, what's with our front left lately? Like, we're not Mercedes, but what's with the front left? Somebody's not lifting in the gym. Who is on that front left? Because the angle.
I want to know why it's the front left. I need some. Because obviously, if it's like, it's always the fronts. It's never the rears.
You can see why.
I don't know what's going on, man.
Because those on the rears, they're bench pressing 120. The ones at the front, they're taking it light, man. Because they've taken off a front left, right? They've taken off a front tire which is depleted, and if light work, because I saw on the replay they tried to bring the tire in at an angle. That ain't gonna work.
Like that, whatever. It's not as it's just
hit the wheel
vertical, just not vertical, horizontal. Just it seems like it's a bit.
That
I don't know, man.
It's synchronized.
In the pit crew, it's a tough job, and like clearly, if it's the front left majority of the time, then it's something that the team just needs to work on. I think. Obviously, it's not costing us big. If this was like last year, that might have cost us race wins. In terms of like other teams and stuff like that, because it's not just like one guy that's getting bad to stuff. Both of them are. So obviously, we hold them to a high standard. We see multiple 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Got the world record and stuff like that. So when you do see a 3, it's a bit of a shock and stuff like that. We're not getting 8 seconds, 6 seconds. Man, I'm forgetting tires and stuff like that. We're not doing any of that, but it's just it's not as slick as we used to. But I think the pit crew will get there, but they're only human, man. I'm not putting it on them like that, man.
No, they are. Listen, Oscar Piastri won the Grand Prix, started P2, dealt with Lando Norris early doors, won the race. I think he made the statement of like, you know what, just when you lot think Lando's has got a sniff at this title, I'm just letting everyone putting everyone on notice just who the hell I am. What did you think of his performance on Sunday?
He needed it. He needed a win. It's been a while. Well, since Spain, so round 9.
It feels like ages, doesn't it? It feels like ages.
A while.
Yeah, and yet he was still at the top with 8 points clear.
Yeah, so he built a healthy gap. Made a mistake in qualifying, didn't he? So
yes,
that's what put him on second on the grid.
I was going to be like
uncharacteristic mistake, but like I said, both drivers make mistakes, man. Both of these guys are not the finished article.
No, they're not.
They're not 100% polished. You know what I'm saying?
No, they're not.
But maybe we've been held to a higher standard. We see this alien Max Verstappen that barely ever makes mistakes. Even he made a mistake in qualifying.
Bro, so. I saw Max, and I swear down, if he gets on pole in quali as well, we have to have conversation, because we saw mistakes going from Norris and Piastri, and I said, I swear, if I see Max go P1, I'm gonna raise something. I'm gonna lose it, bro. And then I see Charles Leclerc trying to get involved. I said, "Whoa, what's going on here? Everyone, let's calm down, let's slow down." But
that qualifying was disappointing in the sense of this is his strongest track, one of the strongest tracks that he's got.
Yeah.
And Norris out-qualified him, but he kind of made up for it in the race. I think once he realized, okay, it's going to be a rolling start, I just need to. This is going to be my opportunity, because I think if Norris leads the first lap, I think he wins the race.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
so.
Interesting.
And I think they both were aware of that. So Oscar was like, my only opportunities now, and he dealt with the rolling start quite decent.
Very well.
Yeah. Basically, with him going up the hill, he's already there. Once he had that, he was done.
Mate, I think
he was managing pace. The big question was, can he take the mediums to the end? And we used to have so much questions. We saw so many examples of him really struggling with time management. Exceptional. I don't want to hear it again.
I don't know what he did over the winter, bro. He did something over the winter, man. This guy did something. I don't know what I'm still trying to work out what it is he done. Like, we've always believed that talent. We've always known him to be what he is. And we saw F3, we saw F2. But when you step to Formula One, it's a different ball game altogether. And we saw it in his first year. We saw him learn. This is a man who's learning the ropes. In what was a car that was not that great, but then, it got better over the year. Then we saw him last year, where we forgave all sins in terms of like getting used to a top performing car. and iron out your mistakes, whatever. I'm not expecting this trajectory from Oscar Piastri. I'm not expecting this, what we're getting from him now.
I did say at the beginning of the season, this is the whole reason I said that he'll win the title, is that if he doesn't do it now, it's over. He's never going to do it.
You did.
Literally, if he doesn't make the step now, he has to. Like, I think Piastri of old, let's say 2023 Piastri, in that same scenario, he's tired die.
His tires die.
And he'll drop like 5 seconds in like 3 laps.
Why do you think that if Lando makes it through turn 1, like gets through lap 1, sorry, he wins the? Why do you think he wins the?
Because I think clean air. This car's designed for clean air.
Yeah. So Oscar just wouldn't have had a chance.
He wouldn't. I don't think I think he would have just sailed off into the distance and just controlled it that way. The same way, I don't think Oscar was in full pace. I don't think he was going 100% full pace. It's just clean air, just chilling.
Bro, we found that out after those last 3 laps. This guy started putting in purples. So what the heck's going on here? Or personal best even. Drea says that medium tire doesn't degrade on our car, but it didn't for Charles Leclerc or Max either, to be fair. But it's a very strong race, very consistent. It was very consistent. Z said, I fully expected Oscar to do well, and he really did. Jean says, 1 more win, and Oscar is the same amount as Mark Webber. Webber.
He's going to overtake Webber, man. I think Leclerc, Oscar, and Lando have got the same amount of wins. I expect both these guys to be on double-digit wins by the end of the year.
Oh, yeah, that we expect. No doubt. Dion's saying, however, we're heading... Yeah. Dion's saying that, look, we're heading to circuits now where Oscar doesn't do great. I mean, Hungary, I don't think is one of those, is it?
Hungary, I think he's okay. I think Hungary...
Won here last year, didn't he?
He didn't do great. I don't think he's 100%. Zandvoort was not good last year.
No, it wasn't.
Monza was good. Baku, obviously, exceptional. Singapore, Kota, Mexico, Mexico is bad.
You don't see
these are the races when it gets to this bit, Kota, Mexico, Brazil. These are the tracks. So I think, he's got 2 years experience now. Maybe he takes a step further, but I wouldn't say that's the strongest bit. But I think he's done fantastic. Yeah. So, this is last year in the European leg. He was unreal.
He was. No, he was.
This is the bit that he was so strong. Like last year's Spa, like he was better than Norris last year. So. I think he did it. I think he did a good job. I think Norris made a big step from last year on one of his worst tracks, and to collect the P2 as a consolidation is good. But for Lando, like I said at the beginning of this stream, when you're chasing, it's difficult, man. Like Piastri can go 1, 2, 3 races without a win, and still be in the championship lead.
Still be the championship leader.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like okay, so. Now it's like he needs to take big chunks out. It's just so difficult because you can't make mistakes, man. I know every driver does make mistakes, but when you're the one that's chasing, you have to be near perfect to do anything. And for Oscar, he can just literally just grab a couple wins here and there, get some P2s, and then it can be wrapped up.
Yeah.
But for Lando, he has to, like I said, like he just did with the back-to-back wins. He needs to do more of those.
He does. And Oscar could get on a streak here because he won the Hungarian last year. He could win it again this year. We can do some predictions in just a moment. TSJ Awesome says Pirelli definitely messed up as most of the grid took the medium 70% of the race. Slipstream says Leclerc and Max have tons more experience compared to Oscar. Drea says, I think you're right, Mahad. That one, if the one ahead of lap 1 wins, basically. The one that's ahead wins, no doubt. Agreed with Nom as well. Reincarnation, Alan Prost was the only reason he was at Alpine. Alpine didn't want him. Well, there you go.
I thought he won like a Renault something, and then they obviously like a Renault championship, and then they gave him this.
Listen, man, if Prost is there,
I thought that was the price.
that was the prize. Oscar is doing great. This is his 3rd season, just like Lando in his 3rd season. Both made great progress at this point. 100% true. Oscar gave up after.
No, don't. You're disrespecting Oscar. Why would you give up? Why would you give up? We've got constructors on the line. Why would you give up?
Big one on the line as well.
I think Oscar would be offended by what you just said.
hey, Pias, have a look at this, man. Jean Cartier says no more shenanigans like last season in Hungary. Absolutely. Let's do some ratings.
Yeah.
Before we do talk, if you've got time to do some talking on the Hungarian Grand Prix, which is this weekend, so back to back after that big break. Pit crew out of 10, man. That front left. What's the scores though? Smash a like on the video at the moment as well.
I've got to check it. I've always got to check it.
Yeah.
I know that none of our pit stops was top 10. I know that.
I just remember that for a fact.
So we got 2.9 for Piastri. We got a 3.5 for Norris.
It's not the greatest, is it? It's not the greatest.
So we got the 18th fastest pit stop for Piastri, and then we got the 24th fastest pit stop. So we got second to last.
Damn.
Verstappen got a 4.6. Nobody saw that. Look, bro, people they focus on our pit crew. Bro, Verstappen got a 4.69. That's outrageous.
Bro, there's no Horner band. There's nothing to talk about Red Bull anymore, mate. They can't be bothered, mate. They cannot be bothered.
I'm absolutely in shock that was the slowest pit stop.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Norris 3.5.
Is that the slowest of the day? Yeah, was it that 4.5?
Yeah, Verstappen 4.69 was the slowest.
Sorry, 4.6. Man, it's literally like a 4.7. Man.
Insane. They didn't even show that on the TV. I don't know
no, they didn't. Nope, they didn't show on TV. I'll tell you what else they didn't show on TV. Alex Albon P6, bro. I didn't see him once on the track. I did not see Alex Albon once on the track. I saw more footage of Lando's mum. Who's the other one? Lando's mum's friend or whoever.
And Oscar's mum and all the family in that.
Oscar's granddad got a message, and we even saw that. I couldn't believe that, like the people I was seeing behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just like, okay. I said, this is too much.
Talk to Williams, man. Do you know what's so funny about the pit stops? Guess who got the fastest pit stop? Yuki Tsunoda. Tsunoda got the fastest one, Verstappen got the slowest.
And Tsunoda finished outside the top 10 again, didn't he?
Yeah, because I think they released him weird or something like that because he got 2.17. Am I looking at this right? This must be right. Yeah, it is. Belgium, 2.17. But yeah, I think it didn't cost us anything, these pit stops. It cost Lando, I think, some time. On track, I think he wouldn't have been wherever it was 9 seconds behind, 8 seconds behind. He might have been like maybe 6 seconds behind, 5 seconds behind. So it possibly gave him the chance to fight for the win. But so I'm just gonna give him a 4. You got to do that one.
As Z says here, look, 6 didn't cost us anything. Obviously, still
4.5.
It's not 4.5. Pit crew says 5. At least it wasn't 2024.
Yeah, true.
Absolutely. Pit crew 6. Reincarnation says the TV director loves mums. I mean, listen, you know what I mean? To each his own.
Yeah.
Drea says Baz, one of the mechanics said that it was very slippery in the pit lane. It wasn't terrible, but it's not great. 5 for me.
Yeah. It's not like we're doing 6 seconds and stuff like that, but it's still not. Obviously, we've got even for themselves, they probably got high standards and stuff like that. We're not in the best run of form at the moment, but even then, I think last in Silverstone we did some good stops and bad stops. Same with Austria, we did 2 slow stops, 2 quick stops.
Yeah.
We just need to get that rhythm and get that going. But I'll give him a 5 actually.
I'm gonna go 5. Yeah, I'm gonna go 5.
Slippery as well.
Talk to me about the strategists. What are we giving them?
I'm not happy.
Yeah.
As I've expressed already, and I probably shouted everybody. Sorry for shouting on your stream, guys, and your TVs or whatever, your YouTubes. Yeah, I'm just gonna give him a 5. I'm not happy.
It seemed like somebody mentioned in the comment earlier in the show, that Oscar's performance kind of saved McLaren's strategy, strategy failure. Slipstream Merchant says 0. Did not like the unfair.
Do you really know what a 0 is? 0 cost us the win, mate. We've seen some bad strategies.
We've seen some bad calls.
Slipstream, go back and put a new rating. Think about the last couple of years and see the strategies and come back.
Mate, it's crazy. Strategy 6 says Z. Yeah, I mean, it's what was bad in your opinion about the strategy? Really, we got 1, 2.
I think that's dangerous territory. Different strategies is dangerous territory. I don't like it.
4 then. Slipstream's changed 4. TSJ, I'm not rating today as I have to go. See you guys after the hopefully 1-2 in Hungary, yeah. Unless it's a stressful
one too, yeah.
Oh man. I don't know how to feel about this, guys. We got a 1-2. And I think
okay.
It went a fluke to me.
My 5 is the 1-2. I'm saying having 2 drivers on different strategies is very
risky. But as low as 5?
Do you know what's so funny? Yeah, on my life, they can do that. They can do that when everything's wrapped up. When it's only these 2 that can win the title, which is probably where we're at now. You man could do divergent strategies. You could say, "Oh, my side of the pit garage won, whatever, right?"
Yeah.
But for now, you need to keep everything equal.
But we were never under pressure from the rest of the pack. You know, like you said, don't focus on anybody else. Focus on us. Like when I think about what was behind us.
But I'm gonna come on this stream. This is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Let's say Oscar wins by having a different strategy, or Lando wins by a different strategy. I'm gonna have the opposing fans coming to me saying, "Oh, he was given preferential strategy."
Okay.
That's murky water. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear that he was given the same strategy. I don't want to hear preferential nothing. If you're both given crap strategies, so be it. You're both going down on the ship.
So you would have want at least one good one and then one terrible one?
No.
That's what they did both dead. As long as it's the same.
As long as it's the same, because I don't want to hear people saying nothing about, "Oh, my driver was given bad strategy." Yeah, they only do it pit stops. Well, pit stops, you're not even in control of it. What are you on about?
Yeah.
You think these pit crews can delineate between 2 seconds and 3 seconds? They're just trying to do the job, man.
They are.
And people are using it as like, and I'm seeing people like abusing our pit crew online about, why did you give Lando a slow stop? And then before, why are you giving Oscar a slow stop? People need to get a grip, man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous.
So they're doing that with pit stops. What are they going to do when people are getting different strategies and one strategy wins and the other one doesn't?
It doesn't, yeah. What about the first car? What about the first car in sprint quali? What about that one? To your point earlier, why are we coming out first in the sprint quali? And McLaren out there on this one some.
Okay, that one, yeah. Okay, so
does that bring it down? Dre, what have you done? Oh my god! Like listen, I'm a be real. Like my original thought would have been like a 6.5, 7.
Okay, because I'll change it to 6.
Like genuinely,
actually 6.5. We've got 1-2. I can't be. I'm nitpicking.
It's the fact that we got a pole in the quali as well.
We stopped our guns and we picked the right setup as well. So
yeah, we did exactly. No, exactly. 6.5 for me, 6 for you, Mahad. Same as reincarnation. They did that already with different strategies, regardless of tire offsets, like in Austria and Imola.
I didn't like it then.
You didn't.
I didn't like it then.
So if you say, look, Pete, the thing was easy. Like, regardless, we would have got the 1-2.
Yeah, but I just don't think it should be different.
No, as in me giving them a higher rating, let's say. It's like, well, what they don't deserve the higher rating because regardless, we would have got 1-2. Is more so Slipstream's point.
Okay, here's a fair point, yeah. This is a fair point. Am I allowed to say forget the fans of them? Forget it. I don't care about you guys.
Oh, sorry, is this the comment you're putting up?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
This is a very good point.
That's the problem with fans, not the strategists. Their job is to get the drivers to win.
The fans, for me as a McLaren fan, I don't care who wins.
Oh, that's factual. Do you know how hard that is?
If Lando's strategy worked and he overtook Piastri fans have got to hold it. Sorry.
Do you know how hard that is for people to accept? Well, people at work ask me all the time. So like, what, you Lando? Like, are you Lando? You Lewis, Lando, Oscar?
I'm team orange car.
Said Papaya. Whatever. Listen, whoever the reserve driver is, bring them in. The Papaya car is what? Because I said I'll be like, look at my top. Who's the driver on my shirt? There's no driver. It is pure McLaren. That's it.
None of my merch has a driver's name on it or a flag on it.
And if it does, we'll have both drivers' names. if it does, it's gonna have Lando on one and Oscar on the other arm. That's what it's gonna have.
A win is a win. You get me?
A win is a win. Drivers out of 10. Let's start things off with Lando or Norris.
All right, let's take in some factors. We didn't even speak about the mistakes and the time that he lost in the race, did we?
No, I mean he lost time.
He lost time.
That's
on him, man.
Let's have it right.
That's on him, obviously, but he's pushing one of his worst tracks. Finished finally on the podium. Qualifying pole was really good. Sprint quality was not good. It's kind of like it's a mixed bag, so I'm gonna have to give him like a 6, 5.
Ooh.
I'll give him a 6 because he got a pole.
See, this is interesting to me. The strategist you gave a 6, and you're giving Lando a 6 for this weekend, 6.5.
But he didn't execute said strategy.
Listen, Lando got a pole and he got P2 on the podium in Spa. Lando's got a 7 for me.
That's not much of a difference between me. I'm saying a 6 and you're saying a 7.
Listen,
I don't think that's not much of a difference. You're going on like you did a 10 and I did a 4. Bro.
It's because
we've got one difference.
Bro, the number 6 to a P2 and a pole doesn't sit well with me. 6.9 doesn't do well for me either. I need that 7. I need that first number to be a big digit. Then you can give it like a 7.2, whatever. But yeah, for me, I mean, look, yeah, Federico, the reserve driver. I like anyone. Slipstream, Lando.
What
5.
do you mean should have been on pole? What do you mean by that? He wasn't on pole.
Oscar
was there some
9.
extenuating circumstance? Did the ghost get him and then he couldn't be on pole? He was not on pole, bro. Because he made a mistake and he was not on pole. We should have been on pole.
But that's why he's giving it a 9. That's why he's giving it a 9. What is Oscar 10 for you, by the way?
I think it's 10.
Okay. The overtake.
I think I'm gonna say Lando 6.5. I'm gonna say Oscar 10. 10-1. Oscar 1, man.
I'm gonna go Lando 7, Oscar 9.5 because I agree. Yeah, I think he should have got pole. Yeah, I think he should have got pole. But then also, but also 10 I say for pole and win. Do you know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna do 10, you got pole and win at least. And then also, but what makes it, because he went down to a 9, but that 0.5 is that overtake, lap 1, done his dance, see you later, and he was gone. So he was phenomenal. I might even go 9.7 for Oscar. I might do 9.7. Screw it. Z says
it was very close to pole.
Lando Norris 6.5 says Z. 6.5 says Stefan Williams. Hope you're doing good, brother. Slipstream Perez got second in 2023, and
Perez finished 20 seconds behind him.
I was gonna say
Lando finished 3 seconds behind. What were we doing here?
What was the guy? And that's when Lando just pulled out.
I know there's some people here that's gonna be biased to one driver and biased to the other driver, but let's have shame here. Come on.
Yeah, look, Nom says, look, Lando 7, given this was his worst track, P2's pretty good. It's phenomenal.
That's why I gave him a 6.5. I went up, man.
Phenomenal. I think
P2's not end of the world, man. We're acting like he finished P8.
By the way,
he finished P8, we'll give him 0.
By the way, double podium for these drivers.
Double podium. 3 P1-2s.
It's the quality of the drive, Pete. It's the quality. I hear you. No, I hear you.
Yeah. I think the mistakes at this juncture of his career is not acceptable.
Okay, you know what I'm willing to do? With that being said, I'll go 6.9 for Lando Norris.
I'll go 6.5. You go 6.9. Okay.
I might go to a 6.9 because I hear that. You make a great point, Z. I totally hear it. Lando 7.5. Oscar 9.5 says reincarnation. 6 is a C. 7 is a B. Fair play.
So for me, you got C. He's got C+.
You got C+. Yeah. 7 for me. For Lando, positives to take. Oscar 9.5.
It's not really 6 and 7s. I think these are acceptable numbers.
It's just acceptable. Yeah, it's not a diss, but they feel a 6 feels dissy though. That's the thing.
4 is dissy.
4 straight.
We've given 4s out.
4 straight up. Who Wants to Groove says Lando 7, Oscar 9.5. Z says Oscar 9.5. Nom says Oscar 9.
Okay, maybe I dialed it too much and said 10. Maybe I should say 9.5.
Yeah, I think 10 is strong.
No,
I think. Listen, look, you're happy to just see. Do you know what I'm saying? See the boys do the damn thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
I just thought it was a very mature drive. I was impressed.
Yeah, it certainly was.
One thing about Oscar is when he's in the lead, I don't need to worry. I know it's done.
Yeah, man. Go take your misses out. You know what I mean? Like, just be done.
Chilling, man.
It's chilling.
I have no worries.
Do you know what? I'm not going to worry this weekend. I can tell you that much because I think Oscar's going to win the Grand Prix this weekend, and he's going to be on pole. Okay, here's one thing we both agree on. it will be a McLaren 1-2.
I know it'll be a McLaren 1-2, but like I think the qualifier last year, Lando put some time on him.
He did. But Oscar's got a title to get. Oscar's got a title to go and collect. He's already been given the check for the title. He's been given the check. Now he has to go cash it in. And that's where Oscar's at. Shout out to Steph. Going to Hungary this weekend. Very excited.
Enjoy it, man. I hope you get to see a McLaren 1-2 like I did.
Yes. And give us all the information when you come back on the stream next week, because we'll be back live next Tuesday, properly on Tuesday, for the stream. Yeah,
if you get any pictures of the car and stuff, send it to the Twitter account.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, please do. But yeah, we're hoping for that 1-2, and I think Steph's going to see 1-2 live in the flesh. I genuinely think Oscar will do it. You're saying Norris. Who wants to groove? By the way, I feel like it's time to look back. For a look back comment. My guys, Holy S would have been back to back McLaren podiums compared to a year ago. Yeah, that's a good point. We should do maybe during the summer break. We could do look at some of the comments we did in the previous years.
Dying.
It's peak. It's peak. Don't worry, we're locking off anyway. Here's the prediction: equal pole time, Lando and Oscar. Love that slipstream. I'm loving that. Hungary, probably the best track to watch on trackside. Yep, says Reincarnation. I've heard very good things about the Hungaroring. Z says win 200 on the way.
Oh yeah, if we win one more, we've got 200 wins. McLaren,
guys, phenomenal.
200,
phenomenal.
It's going to be a very special win, guys.
Yes, indeed. Guys, thank you very much for joining us once again. Do make sure to smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. We are living La Vida Loca right now. We're living high off the fumes of another McLaren 1-2. Can we make it 4 in a row? I think we can at the Hungaroring. Mahad, I guess I'm seeing you next week after the Hungarian Grand Prix.
See you all next week, guys.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. You guys take care. Look after yourselves. We'll be back next week.